Today I'm looking for the blackest black acrylic paint. This year I started a series of painting where black is king. It's a big part of my painting, so I thought it would be a nice opportunity to kind of test blacks. And to my surprise, there's a lot of differences from one brand to another and from different types of blacks. Today I'm going to be testing Ivory Black, Mars Black, and Carbon Black. I'll be creating one painting for each black that I'm testing, and I'll tell you my impressions along the way. And at the very end, I'm gonna create a panel with swatches of all the blacks to compare them side by side. And I'll also include the timestamps for those who wanna skip around, skip ahead. I'm starting with Ivory Black. For this one, I'm using Basic Acrylics by Liquitex. It's a student paint, but it's a very good quality student paint. I've used it a lot in the past. Right away, I noticed that with this Ivory Black, there was a lot of transparencies. At the beginning, I thought I was imagining it. I thought maybe I was pushing the paint around too hard or that my bristles might have been too harsh. But as I was trying to make it work, I could see transparencies in this paint. And on the label of the Basic Acrylic brand, it does state that it's opaque. So this paint should be opaque. I was really surprised, kind of second guessing myself, thinking, did I dilute this paint too much? What's going on? I never had any problems with Basic before. I've used it in many colors. The only difference that I ever noticed with Basic acrylics is that sometimes the red, when mixing it with other colors, would like give a different shade, but I never had problems with opacity or any other issues with the paint. So to me, a black should easily cover the canvas because it's black. It should be opaque in a very natural way. But this Ivory Black really wasn't, as you can see. So then I thought, you know what? Let's compare this Ivory Black to a professional Ivory Black quality, just in case that for some reason a student quality Ivory Black might not work as well. So I used the professional Liquitex quality in the soft body, and I was feeling pretty confident that with the professional quality Ivory Black, it would cover more than the student grade. I was wrong. They behaved the same way. There was a lot of transparencies, and the feeling of the paint feels kind of like a gel. And I don't know how people use Ivory Black or if it's something that's known, but I would have never guessed that Ivory Black was not opaque. It might be useful to mix paints because if you put a little dot of black in a pink, let's say, instead of having a bright saturated pink, it'll give a dusty pink, so it makes the colors a little bit more subdued. So maybe that's one way to use Ivory Black, or maybe to create shadows so that you can see the underlayer. But for me, in my practice with these paintings, I don't see any use for it. In the end, I was able to get it opaque, but it took me 2 full coats to get it there. It looks black, it's nice, it has a little satin finish to it, and it's opaque, but with 2 coats. And I really don't want to have to work that hard to get a black to be opaque. So Ivory Black, I'm not gonna use it again. For my second testing, I moved on to Mars Black. Mars Black is the one that I'm most familiar with. It's the one that I've used the most, I think. Again, I started with the student quality Liquitex Basics. And here with Mars Black, I didn't have any problems with opacity. It covered all the colors in one sweep. And I have to say that Mars Black is very, very matte. So if you're looking for a super matte black with absolutely no reflection, the Basics brand in Mars Black is super matte. Once I was done with the painting though, I was happy with the finish, the fact that it was so matte, but I wasn't super thrilled with the fact that it didn't feel as black as it could be. I don't know how to explain it. It was not gray by any mean. It was black, but it felt like half a shade shy of being super black. I realized that my paintings have a lot of black in them right now. So in a different composition, in a regular landscape, for instance, it wouldn't even be noticeable for sure. But because I'm using so much black, it is noticeable that this paint isn't super, super black. So I decided to compare it with the Professional Black, Liquitex Professional. By the way, I'm using other brands for the last bit of the testing. It's just that I had purchased some Liquitex paints, and because I had problems with that first Ivory Black, that prompted me to do all this testing to check everything out, and I ordered more black after that. So Professional Mars Black. And what I did here, because I really wanted to see the comparison between the Student Quality and the Professional, is that I painted on the same canvas. I covered half of the canvas with the Professional Mars Black. And in the end, I could really see a clear difference. The Professional Mars Black is more shiny, like the finish is less matte than the basic acrylics. I would say it's a very subtle satin finish. There's a little sheen, but it's not too distracting, and it's very black. I'd say it's about 25% more glossy. It's not glossy or shiny, but you know what I mean, like the enhanced satin finish is there compared to the other one that was super matte. And I would say it gives a feeling of being maybe 10 to 20% more black. So far the Mars Black gives a blacker result, but it's not as matte as the Student Quality Black. Then I moved on to Carbon Black. And from what I heard, Carbon Black is supposed to be the blackest black, but I wanted to see how it behaved, if it was really that much more black. I started with Try Art Carbon Black. It's a Professional brand and it's local to me, so it's a Canadian paint brand. I really liked working with it. It covered everything super easily and it looked very, very black. But once I finished the painting and let it dry, I realized how super shiny the paint was. It's very, very glossy paint. To the point where it's distracting to me. There was a little bit of texture on my first layer where all the bursts of colors are, and by covering everything with this Carbon Black, it shows all the imperfections, if you want to call it that. You see all the brush strokes, and it's very, very distracting to the eye because the paint is so shiny. It's very, very, very black, but it's way too shiny for my liking. It's too distracting. But before trying the second Carbon Black, I decided to test something out with this super shiny black. I thought, what if I put some matte medium on top of this black? What would it do? From my experience, putting matte medium on a canvas does not change the colors. You would think that because when you first put the matte medium, everything looks super milky, but matte medium dries completely transparent. So to my experience and to my eye, it doesn't dim the colors at all. It doesn't change them. So I thought, I'm gonna put a bunch of matte medium over this black, over the entire canvas actually, and see if it alters the black. And the result is very interesting. It took away a whole bunch of that super glossiness, and I was left with a nice satin finish. And with that result, I was very satisfied. I had a dark black, not too much shine. There was a nice satin finish to the painting. It was enough for me to not have to repaint this whole black with a different type of black. So I was able to salvage the painting in a way. So then I decided to try another carbon black. I used golden fluid acrylic. So it's a thin acrylic. But it works really well. It's super opaque, even though it's very thin. It covered all my colors without any problems. And once I was all dried, once again, I had a very dark black, but it was super shiny. Not quite as glossy as a Tri-Art paint, but still very, very glossy, too glossy. Or again, I would see the brush stroke. So carbon black is very dark. It's the darkest black, but it's very, very shiny. At least for these two professional acrylic paints, way too shiny for me. Let me show you the swatch that I did of all those blacks. Starting with Ivory Black, comparing the student quality and the professional quality, I didn't see any difference between the two, which is a great thing. It means that you can get away with buying the student quality paint for a lot less money and have pretty much the same result. So that's something to remember. And the end result is very comparable, opaque in the end, but too much work for me. So Ivory Black is out. Then comparing both Mars Black, again, we have the student quality and the professional quality. I don't know how visible it is on camera, but in real life, the student quality paint is super matte. A lot matter than the professional quality paint, but it doesn't look super black. So if you want a very matte black, you might love this basic Mars Black. It's the mattest one in the bunch, so that's a property that might be interesting for some people. But for me so far, there's only the professional Mars Black that's interesting here. And looking at the two carbon blacks, so golden and Tri-Art, I could tell you that Tri-Art is a lot shinier, but golden is also very shiny. But what's interesting is that when I put matte medium on top of carbon black, it becomes pretty much the same as a professional Mars Black. Both have a satin sheen, like a subtle sheen. They're both very black. Honestly, I would love to say that the carbon black with the matte medium is blacker than just Mars Black, but I don't see a difference. They look pretty much the same once I put some matte medium over the carbon black. So what am I gonna use? What's my favorite one? There's a few ways to see it. By buying carbon black, I have the option of having the super dark, the blackest black, and having it shiny if that's what I want in a specific type of composition. And if I don't want the shininess, putting some matte medium over top gives a layer of protection for the colors. doesn't alter the colors, and it gets rid of that shininess, and I still get a super dark black. But if I don't want to be bothered by doing those 2 coats to get what I want, I can use Mars Black straight up. But what all this is telling me, surprisingly, is that all blacks are not equal. You think that a black is a black, but from one brand to another, there's different finishes. Super matte, super glossy, and some of them don't even cover the canvas. This was very informative for me because although there's often very good deals on these tubes, like large tubes of Liquitex Basic, the student quality, I'm not gonna buy student quality blacks again because I want a super dark black. So I know from now on that I need to buy the higher quality one to get the darker paint. That's something I didn't know. I wouldn't have guessed. And the blackest black is indeed carbon black, if you don't mind the sparkles. If you want more acrylic painting tips, go watch this one. It's a very short video, but there's a lot of good information in there. I'll see you in just a few days for another one. Thank you so much for watching.